Aries, welcome to your general reading today. I'm deciding to do something a little bit different than I usually do, so bear with me for just a little bit while I try and, I guess, get this out correctly. What I'm going to be doing for you today, instead of the Celtic Cross, I'm going to be going ahead and doing like an energy check-in, I suppose, is the best way to describe it. I'm going to see how your energy is currently or has been in the past, and what your energy is going to be like in the next month, and that transition period, what that's going to feel like. I'm going to be using the Thoth tarot deck because as the main energy reader, because it reads very much like oracle cards. I'm also going to be using the oracle cards that I do have, the Alice the Wonderland oracle cards. And then I'm going to be clarifying with the Welcome to Night Vale Tarot by Jessica Hayworth. If I need any more clarification, I will bring out the Rider-Waite Tarot. Because I'm using so many different cards, I will look at the bottom of the deck, but if it doesn't, they don't always feel right if there's so many of them, to me it feels like. So I might not take it. It just depends on how it feels. It might feel, it feels like it gets too cluttered if there's too much happening, to me. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this all out, get it jumping out at us. I'm taking inspiration for this type of reading from, if you're aware of the channel, it's Awakening to Spirit. I am still learning YouTube in general, so I will, if I can, I'll figure out how to put a link in the description to her channel. But she does a few energy readings, and the way that it works, I'm feeling inspired to try it. So I figured I would do it. What better time than when we're approaching the end of the month to see what you're going into for the next month, right? So let's go ahead and get your energy for next month out. Interesting. Alright, and the transitioning period. I'm also going to be reading from the Thoth instruction book. Golly, that's way too many. Sorry about that, Aries. I'm going to be reading from the instruction booklet because they have little messages with these, like, specific things. Like, there's the Princess of Discs and the Queen of Discs. Like, there's different things. And I feel like maybe from the description that they offer, maybe there's something you can gain from it. I'm also learning the deck myself, and I'm very much a kinesthetic learner. I've learned better by doing rather than by trying to learn it in general. Okay, so let's go ahead and read for the Princess of Discs. Wands, Cups, Swords, Discs. Here we go. Okay, the Princess of Discs is the earthy part of Earth, or the element that brings element on the brink of transfiguration. She is standing. Her crest is the head of the ram. Her specter descends onto the earth, and where its head becomes a diamond. Behind the grove of the tree and the altar resembling wheat shaft, she carries a disc whose center is the Chinese ideogram, denoting the twin spirals, forces of creation, and perfect equilibrium. Sorry, this is what energy you're currently in. We also have one other descriptor. Okay, she represents the earthy part of Earth, a young, beautiful, strong woman, uh, as if beholding the secret of the wonder. Pregnant with all life, she is generous, kind, diligent, benevolent, and persevering. So it feels like your energy currently, or it has been in the past, it seems very grounded. Feels very grounded. It feels like you understand what you have. It feels successful. Um, yeah, it feels overall like this past, like you currently or have been recent past, very grounded and very successful. Very, it feels almost like you know what you have, and you're satisfied in that, is what it kind of feels like. And the energy that you're going into, we do have the Queen of Discs. So let's go ahead and read that. That's her right here. So the watery part of Earth, or fertility, she is throned aimed amid vegetation and crowned with the spiral horns of the Markor. Her specter is surmounted by a cube, and she holds her proper disc. That's right here. A sphere, circle, and loops. She typifies ambition and matters of the work and creation. It almost feels as if you know what you have, you're comfortable in that, but it almost feels like you want to expand upon it, is what it feels like. Like you, see, she's kind of looking out in the distance here. She knows what she has, she's holding on to what she has, but she's still looking out. It's almost as if you want to expand. And then in the next coming month. So we do have a woman of ambitious and useful direction, affectionate and kind, charming, timid, practical, quiet, and domestic. I'm really drawn into the fact that she's looking out. It feels as if you're looking to expand something. We do have here in the transition period the Prince of Swords, along with defeat. So this is the Five of Swords, sorry, and then the Prince of Swords. So this is in your transitioning period. It feels almost as if it's going to be a little bit of a rocky period, almost. Sometimes change can be a bit nerve-wracking, right? Yeah, it looks like defeat is just like what you would expect it to be, just kind of. It feels not like a terrible defeat because we do have the Prince of Swords with it. And if I remember correctly, the Prince of Swords is the airy part of air. Yeah, here we go, airy part of air. This type of card typifies the intellect. The prince is seated in a chariot and drawn by a childlike fae. So it seems like he's very thought forward. Very much knows exactly what he's got, and knows. It seems like he knows what he needs to do in order to do it. It just feels like maybe what it is that you need to do is something that you're not really looking forward to. A young man full of pure intellect, full of ideas and design, immensely clever, but unstable of purpose. So it does just kind of feel like the transitioning period is a bit of like almost finding yourself in a way. Maybe finding a way to expand, since we have here the feeling of expanding. It feels like you're pretty comfortable, you're pretty successful in the current moment, but you are wishing to expand in the future, in the next coming month. Let's try that shuffle one more time. So let's go ahead and get the Oracle card out. Also at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Prince of Cups. Well, I'll look and see at the bottom, like with everything else, how it feels. So we have here this card. Who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. This is with this, and this one also popped out. Changed in the night. You have changed quickly. It feels like maybe in this energy that you currently have, about knowing what it is that you have, feeling comfortable, feeling like I want to say resourceful. It feels like it's almost like you've had a revelation about something, I want to say. Like you've learned something, and it's kind of changed you a little bit. And so now you feel like you need to get to know yourself better. We do have in your future, no need to fear. Remember how powerful you are. So this is the energy that you are going into. So you're looking to expand. Maybe you're going to be a bit nervous about it, but yeah, maybe you're a bit nervous about it, but you don't have anything to fear about that. And we do have for your transitioning, you are rare and free. There are not many like you. Maybe it's this ambition that's like not a lot like you. Like not many are like you. I don't know, let's go ahead and get some tarot involved. I'm just going to go ahead and do probably about 3 cards each. Or if they come out in a group, then I'll take them as a group. So let's go ahead. I might actually go ahead and move this over here. Okay, so for the energy that we are currently in or have been recently passed, we do have the Page of Cups, the Tower, this one's trying to come out, and this one too, and the Nine of Wands with the Seven of Swords. Okay, so I want to say that it almost feels like you know a lot. You have your resources, you know who you are, you're confident who you are, you have accomplishments, but you have changed in doing so. So you have to get used to that, and maybe that change is a little bit of a revelation. With the, oopsies, the Tower came, oops. So maybe it's a bit of a shock. Feels like you have or are currently receiving quite a few messages. Maybe, I want to say spiritually for some reason, like almost as if your third eye is starting to open up. Maybe that's why you've changed a bit. Maybe you've like learned a new spiritual skill and you're learning how to use it, or learning who you are now connected with this divineness. And then we also have the Nine of Wands and the Seven of Swords, but these came out together. So I'm wondering if it's almost a bit of a little bit of almost like a burnout kind of feeling, a bit of almost exhaustion, and like there's a tickle in the back of your head. It feels like there's got to be a way that I can do something different, it feels almost. Let's go ahead and get the energy for your future real quick. Let me move these all over just a second. So, energy for the Queen of Discs, which is the future. Oops, okay. We have Temperance. Oh boy. Sorry, that's is my youngest daughter right now. My husband's looking after her, but she tends to get not sleep very well, and I think she needs her nap. She always has a hard time no matter who's with her. Oops, there we go. Okay, so in your future, it feels like you figure this out. It feels like you figure out this like burnout feeling and this itch in the back of your head that there could be something more for you, because we have balance, we have temperance right here, a sense of like there's like all about like balance and figuring things out. We have the sun, a sense of joy, happiness, and then the Page of Wands, and I'm especially drawn into the fact that they have like this match that they have. It's going all the way from back here and right here, as if like the message or this inspiration that they're taking with them everywhere. They've walked from back here to here, and it's still burning for them. That's especially what I'm drawn into. So you figure some things out. You figure out, it feels like this could be the expansion, because it is expanding to everywhere they're going. And let's do the transitioning period. Thank you. Just one. The World. It feels like, despite the fact that there's going to be a defeat, you're going to have a sense of figuring things out. You feel like you're going to be able to like complete harmony. Things are gonna work out. You're gonna figure this out during this transition period so that you can move into this period of transitioning. This one does actually kind of feel right. We do have victory at the bottom of the deck here. The Six of Wands. I'm gonna go ahead and grab, I am actually gonna go ahead and clarify a couple things. So I'm gonna go ahead and clarify this Page of Cups real quick. So I said that this was like a divineness, like almost like a third eye. It feels like you're still trying to get used to it. It feels like you're still juggling, you know, the world of the flesh with the world of the spirit. Like a juggling act, a sense of priorities, like what do I put my energy into? It feels like you're still trying to figure that out. Or that you have been trying to figure that out. This Tower. Come on. Nope, that one went flying off the table. Hold on a second. Okay, so the Ace of Cups. I'm wondering if this Tower is your spiritual gift that you got, and it came out of nowhere. It's like this third eye thing that I was talking about. This one kind of came out of nowhere, and it's like, wow, that's so cool. It feels like it's like an energy that it came out of nowhere, and you're like, wow, I have this new gift. Like it's kind of exciting. Let's go ahead and get this Nine of Wands with the Seven of Swords clarified too. Okay, we do have the Queen of Wands. Like I said before, there's like an itch in the back of your head and a bit of a burnout. It feels like you're in this energy of like figuring out how to use this new gift, how to use this new you, so that you can become this queen here. That's kind of what it feels like. let's go ahead and clarify this Temperance for the future energy. It does feel like you figure out how to expand it, figure out a good balance. You don't have to do this juggling act of the Two of Pentacles anymore, because we have the Seven of Cups. It feels like you figure out, like you figure out ways that you can go about doing this. Figure out different paths you can take with this third eye thing, whether it be for your own, for like the, you know, again, like the world of the flesh, like I was saying, or the world of the spirit. Like you can, like however you feel like you need to do it. That's kind of what it feels like. And also we have for the Sun, the Three of Pentacles. So kind of feels like there's going to be a bit of a collaboration, working to your skills, maybe this third eye thing that I was talking about, and it can bring you joy. Maybe reaching out to people to help people. Yeah, maybe that's how you expand upon it. Ooh, sorry, that's way too many cards. I'm not taking all that. And this page. The page with the world, and the world is here too, so it's like this expansion. It makes you feel whole. It feels like things are working the way they're supposed to. And we do have here, like in the four corners, this is like the four heads that the cherub is supposed to have, if you know what I'm talking about with the Bible. There's like one of the most holy of angels is the cherub. He has four heads. The head of a man, of an eagle, of a bull, and of a lion. And with your transitioning period, we do have the Knight of Cups. I'm getting specifically like God or the universe, the divine, whatever it is that you want to believe, is coming in to offer you messages in this transitioning period. You have to like be open and willing to receive these messages. This all feels very divine. It feels very spiritual. We do have at the bottom the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, it feels like underlying energy of like a lot of hope. It feels like there's a lot of hope going into this. It feels like you just kind of almost received this. You have more resources at hand. You receive this gift and you're trying to figure it all out, but you're going to transition and, you know, there's going to be a few stumbles, but you're going to figure it out because we have the world. And, you know, you are rare. You are rare and free. There are not many like you. You're going to be able to like figure that out as long as you realize that, it feels like. And it feels like you're going to be able to get this expansion. You're going to figure out what to do with this new spiritual gift is what it feels like to me. So that is the energy reading that I have for you today, Aries. I hope that you do enjoy it. Let me know if you do like this. I might do it for, you know, at each time at the end of the month. Let me know if you don't, though, because maybe I'll stop. We'll see. So thank you for checking out the channel. Please subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.